Sofia Rivera, Deborah's best friend in high school, and my first girlfriend, if you can call it that when you're still figuring out how to fake being normal. Sofia had an easy smile that made most people lean in. Deborah kept pushing us together. So for me it was just another role, attentive boyfriend, eager date. Harry was still sharpening my rules, and I was learning to pass as a normal human. Sofia was sweet, smart, and unaware she was holding hands with a budding serial killer. She wanted late-night talks, stolen kisses, the thrill of being someone's first. I didn't.
God, you are so fucking sexy. What? Oh my god, do I have Cheeto breath?
No.
I avoided those moments at all costs, and if I couldn't, I went through the motions just enough to satisfy her, then retreated into my own head. I never hurt her, not physically anyway, but she looked at me like she knew something was missing. She was right. Eventually the gap between what she wanted and what I could give got too wide. Then she found something in my truck, left by one of my kills. Thought I'd cheated. I hadn't. But she moved on. I made a note in my mental ledger. The closer someone gets, the harder it is to keep the mask in place. Rita Bennett Morgan. I chose Rita because she was safe for me, and safe from me. Healing from an abusive ex-husband, she didn't expect much, didn't push for intimacy, and valued quiet routines that matched the version of me I needed. Steady, harmless, available. Harry wanted me to blend. Rita let me. She had 2 kids, Astor and Cody. I became the reliable boyfriend who could fix a garbage disposal and show up for school events. Consistency I could do. Her ex, Paul, kept circling back, loud, possessive, violent. He suspected I was the reason he couldn't get his family back. Partly right. When he threatened what I was building, I hit him with a frying pan and planted drugs to send him to prison. When Rita learned the truth, she blamed me. Eventually she understood I did it to protect her and the kids. When my absences raised suspicion, I made up an addiction. It explained the secrecy. She made me join a support group. Either that or we were done. I joined, but it caused more problems with my choice of sponsors. We worked through my affair with Lila, and our relationship moved from careful to committed. When she became pregnant, the plan shifted from play normal to be a father. Harrison's birth made that shift permanent.
Yes. Yes, we will marry you.
She became my fiancée, then my wife. I learned intimacy with her, slowly, awkwardly, enough to pass. We bought a house. Rita liked the future we were building. I did too, in measurable ways. Fixed costs, fixed schedules, fewer questions. But my absences returned. Her patience thinned. She sensed stress without a source. I gave flowers instead of answers. The end wasn't a fight, or a choice. A killer I was hunting found her first, left her bleeding out in a bathtub, and my infant son crying in her blood, mirroring my own beginning. That was the day I realized that she wasn't just my cover. I actually loved her. Laya West. She was supposed to be my sponsor in the support group Rita pushed me into for my so-called addiction. Soft voice, accent that made every sentence sound like a secret. She claimed I didn't need to pretend with her. That was dangerous, because it was partly true. Lila thrived on chaos, fires, arguments, sudden turns. She chased adrenaline the way others chase happiness. At first I thought she was a distraction from my problems with Rita. In reality, she became one of them. Lila didn't want to just be close. She wanted to burn down everything else in my life until she was all that was left. She followed me, manipulated me, seduced me, and I let it happen, because part of me wanted the relief of not having to act. But being with Lila meant the chaos started leaking into places I needed to keep controlled. She inserted herself into every corner of my life until Rita walked out, taking Astor and Cody with her.
Add to that the fact that Rita heard your message and dumped me last night. I tried to explain to her that nothing happened at the hotel, but she wouldn't listen to me.
That left me exactly where Lila wanted me, alone with her. It didn't take long to see that she didn't just feed off destruction, she required it. She even killed Dokes to protect me. Tried to say that it was proof that she cared. When I tried to cut ties, she kidnapped Rita's kids, locked us in her loft and set it on fire. I got them out, but the message was received. If she couldn't have me, she'd destroy everything I cared about. I found her in Paris. She never saw the blade until it was in her heart. Lila wasn't a lesson about love. She was a lesson about fire. Let it burn long enough, it consumes everything. Luminan Pierce. She saw me kill Boyd. She'd been held, tortured, and prepped for the same fate as a dozen women before her. The others didn't make it, their bodies sealed in barrels, electrocuted, and dumped like trash. I took care of her wounds, but she thought I was one of them. Had to show her the other bodies to prove what I'd saved her from.
Look at this.
No!
Look. This is what happened to the girls before you. This is what was gonna happen to you. But survival didn't set her free. She carried something she wouldn't put down until every man who hurt her was gone. She planned to track them, kill them, with or without me. She became more than a witness, she became a partner. These weren't my kills, they were hers. I just provided tools, plastic, muscle, and a quiet, safe place. She saw exactly what I was and didn't flinch. Killing them wasn't about justice, it was about ending the replay in her head. I understood that. Somewhere in the middle we crossed a line. For her it meant connection. For me, maybe relief, maybe curiosity. When the last man was gone, so was the need. One morning she left. No drama, no questions. Lumen didn't want to change me, or stay. She just wanted to survive. Hannah McKay. She came into my life in the middle of an old case. Years earlier as a teenager, she'd been part of a killing spree with her boyfriend. She claimed he forced her. Maybe that was true. Maybe it wasn't. By the time we met, she was a successful horticulturist. She grew rare flowers, and poisonous ones. The blood spatter on one of the bodies told me Hannah was lying. I started investigating her for multiple murders. Each victim had something in common, a connection to Hannah, and a cause of death that didn't leave a mark. Poison, subtle, precise, personal.
Save us both the trouble and spit it out.
I want to take you out.
On a date?
That'll work. I used a date as a ruse to get her onto my table, but something inside me wouldn't let me finish the job. I cut her free, and we stopped pretending the attraction wasn't there. She accepted all of me without flinching. She had her own darkness, and she didn't try to deny it. Being with her made me feel alive, safe. I could actually start to see and want a future with her. That made her dangerous, not because she might expose me, but because I could see myself in her. Then she poisoned Deborah, causing a car accident, and that was a line I couldn't ignore. I gave Deb the proof she needed to put Hannah away. The pen she used to poison Saul Price, still carrying her fingerprint. It put her in prison, and unfortunately, us on opposite sides. She escaped and eventually found her way back to me, and for a while we tried again, all while hiding from the authorities. But after Deborah died, I realized that everyone close to me dies. I had to protect her and Harrison from me. Tried to kill myself in the hurricane. Left Harrison with her to start a new life in Argentina. Hannah wasn't an escape. She was a mirror. And the love of my life. Angela Bishop. She was the chief of police in Iron Lake. Smart, methodical, and more observant than most of the homicide detectives I'd worked with in Miami. We met after I'd built a new life under a new name. No blood work, no kill room, just a store clerk with a buried past. Angela had a way of making small-town life feel like something worth staying in. She asked the kind of questions that mattered, about where I'd been, what I wanted, about Harrison once he came to live with me. Dating her meant fitting into a community where everyone knew everyone else's business. That wasn't my comfort zone, but it gave me something close to normal. She was patient with Harrison. That patience made me think maybe this could work. Me, Harrison, Angela, and her daughter Audrey. A future that didn't involve knives and plastic. But Angela was also a cop, a good one. When Audrey told her my real name after Harrison slipped, she started pulling threads. Went to Miami, talked to Batista, kept searching until she found the proof. Arrested me.
Turn around! On your knees! Hands on your head!
Well, you're taking the whole role-playing thing to the next level.
Confronted me with evidence I couldn't explain. Angela wasn't someone I could lie to forever, or run from. She proved that no matter how far you go, someone will follow the trail to the end. Mia Lapiierre. I met her at a clandestine gathering of serial killers, an exclusive dinner thrown by a twisted billionaire. Everyone called her Lady Vengeance. The name suggested she had a code. I thought maybe she was like me. I was wrong. By day a sommelier, elegant, composed, but she didn't kill for justice. She killed because she craved it.
I just enjoy killing. And when I have an itch, I scratch it.
The itch, as she called it, drove her to take innocent lives too. There was chemistry between us, a jog in the park, a flirtation born of two killers recognizing something like kinship. Then came the collab. She proposed we kill someone together, when she made clear that she kills for pleasure, not principle. I realized the danger she posed was more than just exposure. She wanted me to kill for excitement too. I refused. Although we never had a physical relationship, I knew keeping her around meant crossing a line I wouldn't come back from. Instead, I framed her, planted evidence, and called the police to ensure she'd be taken off the board. Charlie paid off a guard to finish her off. Mia wasn't a lesson about connection. She was a test of how close I could get before the mirror broke. Cassie Jollinston, my neighbor, friend of Batista and Jamie's, always friendly, always smiling. Jamie set us up on a date. She tried to get to know me, but her questions chipped at my privacy. We were never lovers, not even close, but she was attracted to me. I liked her well enough but kept my distance, answered just enough to seem polite, and avoided giving her anything real. Her death wasn't about her, it was about me. Cassie.
Dexter?
Oliver Saxon dated her to get close to me. Killing Cassie was his way of stepping inside my world without asking. He left her beaten to death in her apartment, framing Zach. Cassie wasn't targeted because of who she was, but because of where she was. Too close to my front door. In my world, proximity can be fatal. People always ask how I got away with it for so long. How the world saw a monster and still called him a hero. The truth isn't in the blood. It's in the effect. The Dexter Morgan effect.